After a hotly contested start to the series, what's in store for us here? It's Game 2 of the ALDS between the Boston Red Sox and the Cleveland Indians. Hi again, everyone. Matt Vasgersian. Welcome to our special postseason coverage of baseball on the show. I'm joined by Eric Karros and Steve Lyons. And Steve, an important ball game coming up here in Game 2.
Yeah, and remember that this is just a 5-game series, so getting that first win under your belts is especially important right here. If they can get a second win now, they could really give themselves a good chance to move on.
Set for what should be a good one. Lineups and first pitch are next. The crowd is ready to erupt as their guys get set to take the field. Let's join public address announcer Mike Carlucci.
And now your 2016 Cleveland Indians.
And briefly here, a glance at the two starters who'll get the ball here in this one. With that, here's a look at John Farrell's Boston Red Sox. Steve, what's the key for him against one of the best starters in the game?
Well, you're going to get a heavy dose of those sinking fastballs, so you got to look for the ball to get up in the zone. If you swing at anything down, you're going to be rolling over pitches, and it's hard to get a rally started if you're hitting into double plays all day.
Corey Kluber is on the mound for Game 2. What do you have for us on him, EK?
Well, guys, he's got a career ERA of just under 3.5. He's thrown some great ball games in his career. He's thrown some real clunkers. Hopefully, for his sake, he throws well in this one.
And with that, let's give you a look at how the Tribe stacks up defensively. It's brought to us by Majestic. EK, what do you got?
Well, guys, this manager loves to do the defensive shifts. So we're going to see a lot of odd formations as the game goes along. I can't wait to see how it works.
Dustin Pedroia will stand in now for the first time, coming off, well, nothing short of a dynamic performance last time out.
Number 15.
Well, it makes you wonder how they're going to attack him here in this game. I would bet that they're a lot more cautious with him.
Underway now tonight as the first pitch is looked at for strike one, as we'll get this going a little late at 7:06 tonight.
First pitch, 7:06.
Hit out towards second. Throw on to first, and Pedroia is set down to open up the ball game.
In the second spot tonight, third baseman, Brock Holt.
Striding into the box, Brock Holt. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Kluber's ready. Here comes the first pitch. This one's flared out toward left. Davis moving in. He can't get there as it falls in.
Boy, not only was that pitch bearing in tight on him, but it got there in a hurry. You can see he's barely able to get the bat through the zone, but somehow he manages to steer it into left field for a base hit.
Here's Mookie Betts. As he'll take a look at ball one. That evens it up 1-1. Good hard slider at 88. It's 1-2 now.
And now you got to beware of that sinker. I mean, he'd take a strikeout right now, but I think he still just wants this guy to hit the ball on the ground.
A ball and 2 strikes. Here it is. And a breaking ball in the dirt that time for a ball. Runner at first here, 1 man out. Runners off for second. Pitch misses low. The throw down. Not in time as he steals second.
And just your classic single and a stolen base. Now with 1 out in the first, another base hit here to put that first run on the board.
Grounded to the right. Santana's got it. And he'll take this one to the bag for the out. But meanwhile, the runner will move up 90 feet to third base.
All right, now you're looking at no way for them to manufacture a run, really. There's a guy on third now, but 2 outs. That really wasn't all that helpful.
David Ortiz will stand in, coming off a great performance in the Game 1 victory.
And he really is the X factor in this lineup. If he can stay hot, they're going to have a good chance of pulling this thing out.
First pitch is a slider down low. It's 1-0.
And this is maybe not a pitch-around situation, but you need to be real careful with a guy like this and 2 away.
Shatters the bat as this is hit on the ground. Ramirez over to his left. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Red Sox leave 1. Red Sox nothing. Tribe coming to bat. It's Major League Baseball on the show. Time now in Cleveland to take a glance at the Tribe's starting lineup. What's the key to sending fans home smiling tonight, Steve?
Well, I think what they need is a little bit more consistency from the middle of that order. They need production with runners in scoring position.
David Price will be on the bump for Game 2 of the series. What's your take on him, EK?
Well, guys, remember, he's got 5 pitches to work with, so that really makes it difficult for the hitter. He can change speeds, ball moving in and out. Not a lot of fun for the hitters.
And with a quick breather here, take a look at the Red Sox on defense. It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric, what do we need to know?
Yeah, Matty, Dustin Pedroia, for me, one of the best second basemen in all of baseball. Real grinder. Won multiple Gold Glove awards. One of the best hitting second basemen as well. He's a perennial all-star. Just one of the best all-around players in the game.
Carlos Santana comes to the plate to lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. There's a good fastball on the outside corner as he'll take a look at strike 1. Check swing and a pop-up out toward the mound. Price will do this himself, and that's the first out.
Two-seam fastball that time. He got decent contact on it, but he didn't really extend through it, and this turns into an easy little line out.
Into the box now, Jason Kipnis, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. And he lays off there, 1-0.
And that's the spot that he's just going to have to keep wearing out going forward. If he can keep running that pitch in on the guy's hands, he's going to be fine.
Oh. 2-0.
And on 2-0, this is where he's the most dangerous up there. I know it's a fastball count, but I would maybe think about something else.
Gets the call on the changeup there, 2-1.
Yeah, you don't see 2-0 changeups too often, but If you know a good hitter is going to be sitting fastball, don't give him what he wants.
Bases are empty, one man out. Inside for a ball as he falls behind to him here, 3-1.
And like most guys, the further ahead in the count he gets, the more dangerous he becomes. He's going to lock in on one pitch, one zone, and he'll hurt you if he guesses right.
Ready on 3-1. Here's the pitch. Swinging a high pop-up straight back, though it looks as though he'll have room back there. And he'll stay with it to put it away as they get their man here for the second out. And so with 2 away now, let's give you another look at our playoff bracket as you see what could lie ahead for the winner in this series. Francisco Lindor gets his first cuts now. The bases are empty, and there are 2 away here in the opening frame.
Yeah, nothing doing so far here. He kind of needs to put up a tough at-bat right here just to make this guy work a little bit.
And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike 1.
And, you know, I think it's going to be important that when guys get their pitches, they take advantage. There it looked like he was taken all the way, and he may not get another pitch that catches that much of the plate.
A good pitch there on 0-1 as this is hit foul over to the right side. Strike 2 now. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Hit hard on the ground towards second. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Indians go down 1-2-3. After 1, no score. Hanley Ramirez will stand in, and he was one of the heroes last time out with 2 big home runs.
Boy, he picked a good time for him, too. Here on the big stage in October, the way he was attacking the baseball, he is definitely not lacking for confidence when he's at the plate.
Kluber sets his sights. First pitch on the way. Now a swing and a miss. Took something off that one, and it's strike 1. And set up working the plate is Larry Bullard as you see the rest of our umpiring crew there.
Well, my man Larry, he's solid. Rarely do many people get upset with his calling of the strike zone because it doesn't really seem like he favors any one part of the zone more than another.
And he misses with it, 1-1. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact.
Yeah, and on 2-1 right now, you got to figure this guy's wound up for the fastball here. Maybe you come with the breaking ball here out of the zone and hope he goes after it.
Right on the corner, 2-2. Figure we'll probably see a heavy dose of that sinker here tonight.
It's really a pitch you'll lean on it, especially when he needs that ground ball, but even in situations like this where he's just trying to get ahead.
Chop foul at the plate, and the count holds at 2-2. Ball 3. 3-2 now.
He tried to get him to bite on that pitch, but it was way out of the zone there. It didn't even tempt him. Now he'll need to make a much better pitch here on a 3-2 count.
Chopped in front of home plate. Throw to first will be in time, and there's one gone here to start the second.
Batting sixth, shortstop, Xander Bogaerts.
Xander Bogaerts steps in now. Here's a slider to start things out, looked at for ball 1. No score here as we play inning number 2. Can't catch up to that pitch, and it's a ball and a strike. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Now a called strike on the outside corner as that zone seems to widen some. It's 1-2.
Tonight, borderline calls, you got to be swinging.
Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. Now a swing and a miss on a pitch well out of the strike zone as he becomes the second out.
I'm not quite sure what that was all about. I don't think he knows either. That was almost in the on-deck circle.
Jackie Bradley Jr.
Here's Jackie Bradley now. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. Two out, nobody on. One 0 pitch is a sinker swung on and missed 1-1.
Oh, and he sure got a good one, doesn't he? That ball goes from about knee-high to ankle-high in the matter of about 5 feet.
Foul right at the plate. The count moves now to 1-2. Ready to deliver the 1-2. Look out. That one almost got away from him. 2-2 now. A little late with the swing, but he stays alive. Still 2-2. Strike 3 called, and the inning is over. Red Sox go down 1-2-3. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Mike Napoli strides into the box now to lead off the home half of the second inning.
And this is a guy that can make a big change in this game with one swing of the bat because you know he has big-time power.
Into the windup and the pitch. Scorched to third. Holt scoops it up. Throw on to first. In time, 1 away.
Batting fifth, third baseman, Jose Ramirez.
Jose Ramirez will get his first cuts here. Hot shot on the ground to short. Bogarts has it. On to first, and the price is right here, 2 away.
Now these infielders have been busy early on, and that's another ground ball out for them. Probably not going to be the last one we see either.
Lonnie Chisenhall gets his first chance here, looking to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. First pitch coming. Here it is. And this is low, ball 1. Bottom of the second here with no score. This is pulled into right. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. The relay around second. He'll try for third. Oh, and the throw's wide as it gets by him at second.
It's kind of a cold night, so that grass might be a little dewy, and that ball might have just slipped right out of his hand.
Rajay Davis gets his first shot now, trying to cash in with a runner at third and 2 gone.
Yeah, and all he needs to do here is find a hole anywhere.
First pitch on its way. That's yanked into the stands, strike one. Set to deliver the 0-1. High in the air and deep to left center field. Back on it is the left fielder. He can't get there, so the inning will continue. The runner from third crosses the plate, and they've taken a 1-0 lead. And Davis is going to get in at third base with a triple.
Boy, a big spot for that. Come through with a 2-out RBI triple to pick up the first run of the ball game.
Stepping in now, number 30, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. Two outs here with a runner at third. And there's ball one. In there, 1-2 now.
Well, I think the time for patience is over. You've got to make something happen up there when you've got a runner in scoring position.
Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. Four pitches. Fast, slow, fast, slow. EK, you thinking fastball here?
It seems to fit the pattern, but you better not get too predictable out there. Guys will catch on quick.
Belted high and deep into right center. Back goes Betts, but he can't get it as it's off the wall. They'll cash in here as the run is in to score from third. It's a 2-0 ball game.
And after 3 straight 2-out hits, that's going to earn a visit from the pitching coach. Now, there's not a whole lot of guesswork as to what he's saying. It's just, look, all we need is one more good pitch from you to get out of this. I know you've got it in you.
Roberto Perez, the hitter now with a chance to pick up that runner from second with 2 away.
And this could prove to be a huge at-bat in this game because you don't want to let these type of scoring opportunities slip away early.
And he'll try to take control of the inside part of the plate with the fastball as he backs him off a bit.
And we're going to see a lot more of this because this is a guy who's let it be known that he will work inside. He'll even back you off the plate if he has to.
Oh, much too tardy on the fastball. 1-1. Grounder hit hard down the first baseline. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. I have to imagine there's a full moon tonight, judging by this bunch. Game 2 coverage rolls on after this. Leading off the inning, Sandy Leon, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Sandy Leon.
Good bite to the slider, and he takes strike one. Kluber steps into his windup. 0-1 on its way. Very weakly on the ground, but it gets foul. Smoked on the ground left side, and just past his outstretched glove into left, a base hit.
And here's where, on the mound, you got to tell yourself, he did everything right there. This was an 0-2 pitch, and he did a great job of getting him to hit it on the ground. just happens to find a hole on the right side. I mean, what are you going to do?
Into the box now, number 40, as the first pitch to him is taken low and away for ball one. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
And that's right where you want to be throwing those sinkers. But he's doing a good job at the plate of not chasing.
Nobody out, runner on first. Hit sharply on the ground to the left. And that's through for a hit.
Still early in the ball game, but these guys don't want to let things get away from them. So back-to-back hits here have the tying runs on base with nobody out.
Dustin Pedroia will stand in, and his guys have got something cooking now with 2 on and nobody out.
And down by 2, this is a good opportunity to try to put yourselves level.
First offering on its way. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike.
As a hitter here, you've got to make them get the ball up. You don't go swinging at pitches that are down in the zone and more likely to turn into double play balls.
Oh, that one got the pitcher. Safe at first. A good effort to recover there, and he almost made the play, but that's a base hit.
Good effort, though. That looked painful. And this one will go down as an infield single, and a pretty painful one at that. It looks like he's all right out there, but things are getting worse for him now as this thing's going to load the bases.
So striding in, Brock Holt, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. First delivery to him on the way. Trying to work that slider to the outer half, but it misses 1-0. Would you say he's not really finishing his pitches at this point?
That's a good way to put it. It looks like he's aiming a little too much, and that's not working for him.
Bases loaded here, nobody out. Now a sharply hit ball back up the middle. And that's in there, base hit. 1 run scores. The run scores from second. It's now a 2-2 ball game, and he is in there.
Well, with the bases loaded, sometimes pitchers get worried about going back inside because they don't want to hit a guy and force home a run. So here he's working out over the middle of the plate, and it's going to cost him. This will drive home 2 on the double.
Here's Mookie Betts. And he is frozen on a good curveball that started at his hip at strike 1.
And a good pitch there. It's a big front door curveball, and he had no way of opening up to it.
Runners at second and third here, nobody out. Hit on the ground to short. Lindor takes it in. Throw to first is in time, but meanwhile the runner is in to score.
And here's just a case of a guy at the plate doing the little things to help his team win. And he gives his guys the lead here following the RBI groundout.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, David Ortiz. He got on top of one and was a groundout victim last time. Here's the first pitch to him. And they'll start the at-bat with a slider that didn't miss by a whole lot. It's ball 1. That pitch count, as you see, already standing at 41.
And you don't need Eric or I to tell you about that. That's way too many this early.
Pitch to the plate is his slider for a strike, and it's all knotted up at 1-1. And did he go around? No, he did not. Ball 2.
He just about went around. He was lucky to put on the brakes when he did.
Gets the sign. Here comes the 2-1. Chop fouled over towards the coaching box. Three runs already home here. Breaking ball. That's in the dirt as he takes a ball.
Well, when you have a guy 2-2, you can throw something out of the zone, try and get him to chase, but when it's that far below the strike zone, it becomes a lot easier to lay off.
Ready to deliver the full count pitch. And that's outside. He lost him, ball 4.
Well, that's okay. You would have liked him to chase on 3-2, but you had your base open here, so now you can really focus on getting yourself a ground ball.
Hanley Ramirez will step in now with 3 home in the inning and another 2 men out there on base.
This inning's really starting to unravel quickly from a defensive point of view. This is where you need a nice pop-up in a big way.
Here comes the first pitch. Swing and a miss on the slider, 0-1. Runners are at first and second with 1 away. Drilled down the line. And he tries for the backhand reach at third, but he gets by the glove down the line. They're going to extend their lead as the runner scores from second. It's 4-2.
The shortstop, number 2, Xander Bogaerts.
Now in the box, Xander Bogaerts. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yep, they sent him packing last time, so maybe they have a pretty good idea of how to attack him again right here.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Here's a first pitch slider that just tails out of the zone. It's ball 1. Problems compounding here after a smooth start to the game.
Yeah, whoever that guy was that pitched the first 2 innings, he hasn't shown up yet in the third. He's looked like a completely different guy.
The 1-0 delivery. Swing and a liner, but foul. Now both runners are breaking. Pitch swung on and missed the throw. It's there in plenty of time. He's out trying to steal third as they get the lead runner here.
Well, you know what? I like this idea. I like being aggressive in a ball game. You've already scored against this guy, so maybe now you can put a little bit more pressure on him with that sneak attack double steal. It doesn't work out here, but I don't fault him for being aggressive.
Here's the 1-2 delivery. Look out. That one almost got away from him. 2-2 now. Release point, mechanics, just about everything looks out of whack right now.
And these are the guys that really scare you. The guys that have absolutely no clue where the ball's going. Time to close up that stance just a little bit, I think.
Just out in front of that one, still 2-2. Chop foul over towards the dugout. Four runs here in this half inning. Chopped weakly to the left. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. And they'll wind up with no play here as he reaches first safely.
Number 25, center fielder,
Jackie Bradley Jr. stands in with 2 on and 2 out here in the third.
And you know, some guys just get better with runners in scoring position and 2 outs. This is a big at-bat for him right here, even though it's still early.
Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. Runners on first and third, 2 away. Hard hit ball to second. Kipnis has it. On to first, and it's in time as they're finally able to retire him. 9 men come to the plate, 4 score. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3. Boston's out in front, 4-2. Back alongside Eric Karros and Steve Lyons, Matt Vasgersian, as Carlos Santana will settle in to lead things off here for Cleveland. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Here's a two-seamer inside to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. That one will get out of play, and the count evens up with 1-1. And they'll go off speed here as this pitch misses. It's 2-1.
And that's not a bad spot. Just go ahead and stay out there. Don't come down the middle because we know he can hurt you.
Hitters count now. Here's the 2-1. 3-1 now.
And he's got a little bit of work to do now to avoid that first walk.
And good patience exercised as he works out the walk to lead off the home half of the third.
Oh, and the last thing you want to do is give momentum right back after your guys just put together a huge inning. You can't start walking guys now.
Jason Kipnis will stand in now following the leadoff walk, and might we see a bunt attempt here in a 2-run ball game?
Every extra run helps. It's a possibility, but I think they'll probably let him take his chances swinging away.
And here's a fastball called for strike one. Third inning here, already 4-2 our score. Oh, he looked like a caveman swinging a club on that one. It's 0-2 now.
Got in his kitchen big time right there.
Here's the 0-2. That fastball straightens him up a bit. 1-2 now.
Well, I think that fastball is just for show there. He's not trying to throw this for a strike.
The 1-2 pitch. Fought off at the plate, and we'll do it again. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Bradley on the run. But he won't have a play. This is down and into the gap. And they've really got something going here. Runners at second and third to start the inning.
And I think that may have been a situation where the runner at first had to wait and see if that ball was going to get caught or not. If there's two away, most likely he scores easily. Instead, they have to wind up holding him at third base. I got to tell you, if that were me standing on second base right now, I'd be saying, yo, where's my RBI?
So here's Francisco Lindor now. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball one.
And this third inning starting out about as poorly as the second inning did.
Hit sharply toward third, but this will be speared at third, and that was self-defense all the way. One gone.
Not the most convincing way to get the first out here, but he's going to take it. That keeps those runners at second and third, and he's not out of danger yet, especially if guys keep hitting him like this. Here's Mike Napoli now. Hit hard up the middle.
And that's through into center field, base hit. And the run is in to score from third. And not in time as the second run scores.
Now batting,
Jose Ramirez stands in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out.
And Matt, with the double play in order, they'll obviously be looking to induce another ground ball out of him right here.
The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0.
And now this is all about minimizing damage out there on the mound. He's got to regroup, and he's got to do it quick, or this game will get away from him.
This one's a strike. It's 1-1. Good action on the two-seamer there, and it's 1-2.
Nothing fancy. 3 fastballs so far in this at-bat. He could go just about anywhere from here.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Well, that's a good take there with 2 strikes. That wasn't an easy one to lay off of.
And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball.
Now the question, do you send the guy on 3 and 2 with 1 out? You figure you're going to get something around the plate.
Skied into straightaway right. Betts is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first.
This has just been a rough day for this guy so far in this one. Everything they're hitting is hard, even if it's right at someone.
Lonnie Chisenhall strides in here. He scored a run after doubling to get on base in his first at-bat.
Boy, he had a great at-bat last time up, and he'll look for another pitch he can drive right here.
And he takes a cold strike, 0-1.
That's not really a bad take that time. You've got a guy out there on the mound that's had his hands full already, so you've got to make him prove that he can find the zone.
And, boy, they're really giving him fits inside now as he can't get extended there, and it's 0-2 now.
And he's really going to have to fight now. You got to take a little bit out of your swing and find a way to put this ball in play.
Throws him for strike 3, and that retires the side. So it's 2 runs on 2 hits, no errors, and a runner left. We'll move ahead to the 4th inning now in Game 2. And we are tied 4-4. Sandy Leon will come in now to lead things off against our starter, who probably wishes he had a mulligan to use on that last inning.
Yeah, he was doing just fine up until the last time he took the mound. He's got to hope that that was just an aberration, or he might not stick around to see another inning.
And he catches the inside corner for a called strike. 0-1.
And for that guy right there, this is going to be an important inning. He's already given up 4 runs through 3. And you know, they need to get a minimum of 5, hopefully 6 innings out of him. So he needs to show something right here.
And he falls behind 0-2. Kluber gets the sign. Here's the 0-2. High in the air out to center field. Under it is the center fielder. 1 down.
Now batting, number 40.
Number 40 stands in. And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball 1. Tight game here early on. 4-4 the score here in inning number 4. Too much bite on the sinker, and he's behind 2-0 now.
And I think with no one on base, you know, this is a guy you need to come after. I certainly wouldn't be afraid to give him a fastball here.
Swing and a little tapper. Throw gets him, 2 down.
And he's finding the terrain much easier to navigate this time around. After that 4-run inning, this is a guy who needs a quick inning here, and he's 2/3 of the way home.
Dustin Pedroia steps in, working on a 1-for-2 game so far. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Starts him out with a slider for a strike.
You know, when you throw a first pitch strike less than 50% of the time, you're going to find yourself in trouble more times than not, and that's where he sits right now.
Hard hit toward the hole. A diving try, but he can't haul it in. It's through for a base hit.
Well, he'd had some high-stress innings here so far. It was looking like he turned a corner and was on his way to a much-needed 1-2-3, but he's going to have to get in the stretch here after all.
Brock Holt will step in. He doubled home a couple his last time.
Well, he got a good pitch to hit up in the zone, and he didn't miss it. He'll be looking for it again right here.
From the stretch. I tried to hold back on that pitch outside, but went around for strike 1. Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball. 4 runs, 8 hits, and 1 error on the Boston line scorer. Hard hit ball to second. Throw in time, and the side is retired. 1 hit, 1 left. To the bottom of inning number 4 we go, and we are tied 4-4. Rajay Davis is set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning.
And you know, guys, I love a guy like this leading off an inning for you. He makes good contact, and he can run.
He'll start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball 1. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball.
And this is what you got to do up there, Steve. You got to wait him out.
Yeah, and if you can lay off the off-speed stuff, that's when you're going to get your fastball to hit.
Here comes the 2-0 pitch. And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1.
Boy, and this is why you're trying to get yourself into good hitters' counts. This is just right down the middle on 2-0, and swinging at this should be your reward, but he decides to let it go.
To 2-2 now.
Yeah, he just really pulled off of that pitch. This is a 2-seamer working its way down and away, and he wasn't even close.
Hit hard to the right side. And a bit of a high throw that time, but no problem over there at first as they record the out.
Now batting, number 30.
Number 30 steps into the box. And he starts the number 8 hitter with a strike, 0-1. That's taken. Now it's 0-2. And a half-hearted attempt that time, but they'll say he broke the plane, and that's out number 2.
Well, let's take a look at this check swing here in slow motion. From this speed, it almost always looks like the guy goes around. Here, Well, it looked like a good call down there at third base. I think that bat did break the plane, and that is a strike.
Standing in now, Roberto Perez. Lays off 1-0.
Yeah, and coming right off of that strikeout, he's got to be thinking he should be ahead of this next guy. That's a tough way to fall behind.
That one's a called strike. Back even at 1.
Yeah, no mistake about that one. That one's right there.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. And this is lifted high in the air down the right field line. But this is going to wind up a foul ball. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Takes this the other way to right. And that's a base hit. 1 for 2 in his first couple of plate appearances.
Some guys with 2 strikes, they become dead right field hitters. You can see here, he lets the ball get in on him a little bit. Doesn't try to do too much with this thing, then just rides it right into right field. That's well done right there.
Here's Carlos Santana now as he goes after the first pitch and lines one out toward right center. And that gets down, and we'll see if that's extra bases. Around third and being waved on home. And a relay to the plate. And they will take the lead as he's safe at the plate, and it's now a 5-4 game.
That's a nice job here of cashing in with 2 outs. You could see they were shaded to pull, but he slices this ball the other way. Forces the outfielder to have to cover some ground fielding this thing, and as a result, that runner is going to come all the way around to score from first.
And now the Red Sox will get a left-hander up and throwing in the bullpen. And as the second baseman, Jason Kipnis, as he takes a called strike on the black. It's 0-1. Seems like they're showing a lot of faith in this guy, leaving him out there.
And I think you appreciate that as a pitcher, but sometimes when you don't have it, you don't have it. Looks like this is going to be one of those times.
Ready with the 0-1 pitch. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball. A little behind on that swing, and now he'll try to shorten up maybe and protect the plate. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Indians pick up 1 thanks to this at-bat from Carlos Santana. We played 4. It's now 5-4 Tribe. Mookie Betts heads for the box to start off the 5th in this one.
And in a pretty close game so far, they'd love to see this guy get on base so they can get a rally started to get back in this thing.
And he'll start the inning with a pitch that misses off the plate. It's ball 1.
Well, this start's been a real bear for him so far. You see the pitch count here to start the 5th. That has to be a concern.
And he misses low with it, 2-0.
And down by a run, a leadoff walk would certainly help the cause. He's got to shrink that strike zone here and not chase anything that he shouldn't be swinging at.
Over the outside half, and it's 2-1. Pretty clear the plan is to keep everything away.
And that's smart for most guys, but you've got to know your scouting report because this is a guy that can cover the outside part of the plate.
2 balls and a strike. Here it comes. Won't go after the 2-1 sinker, and it's 3 balls and a strike now.
Down by a run, your guys need you on base any way you can get there. Now you got to shrink that strike zone down and not go after anything that's not right there for you.
Into his motion. Here comes the 3-1. Hard hit ball towards the hole, and a base hit, so the leadoff man is on to begin the inning.
It's been a game of offense so far, so no surprise the leadoff man's on base again. So let's see what we've got in store for us this time around.
David Ortiz stands in, reached on a walk in his last trip. Now some movement in the Tribe bullpen as a right-hander starts to loosen up. And a good pitch on the inside corner for strike 1.
Oh, that is a nice pitch right there. You kind of slow it down and give him that big breaking ball to start off the at-bat. Make sure he's not a guy that's looking to ambush that first pitch fastball.
I had him reaching at thin air that time, and he's very quickly down 0-2. Kluber pauses. 0-2 on its way. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses. 1-2.
Not a real good 0-2 there. You don't necessarily want it in the zone, but you do want to at least give him something to think about.
4 runs, 9 hits, and 1 error on the Boston line score. Breaking pitch, and this bounces in front of the catcher.
And when he's down 0-2, he's smart enough to know guys are going to try and get him to chase. So now at 2-2, he's got himself back to a spot where he doesn't have to go after a pitcher's pitch.
He's set. Here's the 2-2. Chop foul at the plate, and we'll do it again. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. And a good battle brewing as Ortiz lays off. It's full 3-2.
Yeah, and that's not the pitch you want to throw on 2-2. I mean, that was so high, he didn't even have to think about swinging at it.
Ready now with the payoff pitch. And that misses for ball 4. And it's 1st and 2nd now with nobody out.
Yep, a single and then a walk to start the inning. But this is exactly how big innings get started. So they're set up now to maybe put up a crooked number here.
Hanley Ramirez will dig in. 1 for 2. He grounded out the first time and followed that with a base hit in his second plate appearance. Trying to hold the lead. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1.
Good pitch right there. Right on the heels of a walk. He needed to get ahead of the next guy, and he did just that.
1st and 2nd here with nobody out. Now the double steal is on here. Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. And another foul ball. And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
Still now on 1-2, you don't have to make the perfect pitch out there. The count is still well in your favor on the mound.
None out, runners at 1st and 2nd. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
And again, they try to take him down in the strike zone just to see if he'll go after that pitch below the knees. But with 2 strikes, he's been able to lay off that thing now twice in a row.
has to be thinking strikeout here. Hit to first. Gloved by Santana. One there. On to first, but not in time as he's in there ahead of the throw.
Yeah, that's good hustle getting down the line. A double play could have really put the brakes on this rally, but he's able to beat it out on the back end just to keep things going here.
So stepping in, Xander Bogaerts, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. First pitch of the at-bat. Here's a sinker to start him out, but he wouldn't bite. It's ball one.
Now at the plate, you're looking for something up in the zone. Try and keep it in the air. Make sure you don't hit into a double play.
And they pitch out, but no movement from Ramirez. Throw over to the bag, and the runner back easily.
Simple throw over there.
Ready with the 2-0 pitch. 3-0 now.
Boy, this is just getting worse and worse for him. You certainly don't want to walk the bases loaded.
And there's a strike as he'll try to work his way back. It's 3-1.
Yeah, he needed that one to avoid loading the bases, but it's still a long road back from here.
Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. And that's low, ball 4.
Now, this fifth inning is certainly not gone to form. That's his second walk so far. If he gets to 3, you'd have to wonder if that might be the end of the line.
Now here comes the Cleveland skipper up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And it looks as though that's going to be all for his starter here tonight. So he'll head to the dugout after working just 4 1/3, not enough to qualify for the victory, as his bullpen will have to go a long way to hang on to the lead. Jeff Manship is going to take over here in inning number 5, as it's going to be up to their bullpen to try and keep him in the game here.
Manship.
Jackie Bradley Jr. will be the first to meet him here, and he'll do so in an enviable situation indeed. Bases loaded and only 1 out now. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And obviously looking for the ground ball here as this misses low. It's 1-0. It's going to take a lot of guile to work out of this one.
Well, he's got plenty in reserve. This would need to be a magic act, no doubt.
Bases are loaded here, 1 man out. Look out, 2-0 now.
And with the bases loaded, why not take one for the team right there and let that pitch hit you? It could have been a run.
And wow, that looked to be well inside, but it's a called strike. 2-1 now.
You know, a lot of times with a sinker baller out there, you're just conditioned to always look for something down. So he can surprise you with that high fastball, maybe 4 seam it every once in a while. And when he does, you can forget it.
2-1, here it is. And he gets him to wave at that one. It's 2-2.
Now with 2 strikes, he can put the ground ball on the back burner and really go after the strikeout here.
Bases are loaded with only 1 out. He got him, and it'll probably take a base hit now to get that runner across from third.
Boy, a big strikeout there right out of the bullpen. Well, that's not an ideal spot to come in, either with the bases loaded, but he gets the first half of the job done. And now, with 2 away, he's got a decent shot at getting his guys out of this.
Some stirring now in the Cleveland bullpen. They'll get both a left-hander and a right-hander up and throwing. Into the seats, 0-1. Now a 58-foot curveball that misses for a ball.
Just did manage to catch that one with the last 2 inches of his glove. That could have been trouble.
Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2. And that misses 2-2.
Oh, that's a tough take, but a good one. The pressure's still squarely on the pitcher out there. He's still got to come in.
Still 2-2. Swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. Set to deal on 2-2. Ouch, that comebacker appeared to get him in the arm. And on the play, the tying run scores, but of course we're wondering how he's doing on the mound after taking a real shot.
Well, you know all the infielders are taught to try and knock the ball down in that RBI situation. But here on the mound, I don't think he had any choice. This one comes back at him and gets him flush. And by the time they all scramble around to find the ball, they have no chance of preventing that run from scoring.
In now, number 40. Now about a 58-foot breaking pitch that he wisely lays off here. Looking to minimize the damage here. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. And he lays off for a ball. 2-1. And this could be trouble now. It's 3-1.
And now 3-1 here. And if this is a borderline pitch here, you got to let it go. This has to be in a perfect spot if you're going to hack.
Hit on the ground down the first baseline. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. A run on 2 hits in the inning for Boston. Home half of the 5th coming up, and we are all tied 5-5. Francisco Lindor will try things again. He's grounded out and lined out in 2 trips.
Yeah, he got solid contact on that line out, but it just didn't work out. In this game, you have to trust your approach. Eventually, it's going to pay off.
High in the air out toward shallow right. Betts is under this one. 1 down.
Now batting.
Offense apparently not hard to come by tonight as you get a look at our line score through the first half of the ball game, and boy, the runs have been coming fast and furious so far. So the leadoff man gone, and that'll bring up Mike Napoli. Now the first pitch here from Price. And a fastball to start things out here. Not close. It's a ball and no strikes. 1 out, nobody on. And they won't get him to chase the curveball in the dirt that time, and it's 2-0 now.
Well, we've seen this before. Fastballs in, then breaking balls away. That's been his MO throughout the first half of this game.
Outside, 3-0 now.
And even on 3-0, it's no given that he's going to be taken up there. We've seen him go after pitches in this spot before. He's not going to hold back.
Here it is on 3-0. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Bradley has a beat on this one. And he's got it for out number 2.
Up next for Cleveland.
Yeah, and he'll be disappointed with that at-bat. This is a 3-0 pitch, and it's pretty much on the corner. There's no reason to swing at that unless it's in your happy zone, and he winds up lofting an easy routine fly ball. That's a giveaway at-bat.
Into the box, Jose Ramirez. And he tries to hold back on the swing, but I think it would have been ruled a strike anyway. It's 0-1. And that last pitch from Price was number 73 in the ballgame. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. Fastball not close, and he runs it to 2 balls and a strike. Hit the other way out toward right field. Betts moving to his left. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Down in order go the Tribe. This remains a 5-all ball game. Dustin Pedroia makes his way to the box to lead us off in the 6th inning.
Well, you know, he's been on base twice in this one already, so let's see if he can do it again.
Right down Broadway that time. Strike 1.
Oh, and you wonder if maybe he decided beforehand just to take a pitch up there first. Too bad for him because that thing was right down Broadway.
Yeah, we see a lefty and a right-hander start to loosen up in the bullpen. And it's quickly 0-2. And they'll try to tempt him with a curveball, but this bounces in front of the plate, and it's 1-2.
Yeah, that's the put-away curveball. A great pitch with 2 strikes. You start it in the zone and then let it work out and see if he'll chase.
Ball 2.
2-2.
And he reaches for one out of the zone and misses rather badly for the first out.
A pretty good break to the curveball as we check it out on Swing Track. It's moving quite a bit, and you can see there an 11-inch break. That's an awfully tough pitch to hit.
Here's Brock Holt now, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And a fastball that's about off the radar screen there. It's 2-0. Nope. 3-0. From the windup, the 3-0 pitch. And that misses for ball 4.
Now batting, right fielder, Mookie Betts.
Mookie Betts digs in. He reached on a single and would later wind up scoring in his last at-bat. He's set. Here it comes. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball.
Well, not really how you want to start the next guy after a walk. That pitch isn't even close.
Runners on first with one down. Can't get around quick enough, and that'll move the count to 1-1. Now a throw over to first. A dive, but he's back.
Keeping him close.
Now a fastball that just misses here as the count moves to 2-1.
A lot of righty pitchers will throw that two-seamer to right-handed hitters. Make sure that pitch gets inside instead of staying out over the plate. That one ran just a little too much to catch the corner.
And this one gets away. And a very big mistake, as that'll move the possible go-ahead run into scoring position.
Well, this is all born from the fact that they're facing a really dangerous guy up there at the plate. And now with the runner up to second base anyway, they may even choose just to go ahead and put him on.
Hoping to keep it tied, here it comes. And this pitch misses here as well. Back-to-back walks now, but at least that'll put the force back in order here.
Number 34, the designated hitter, David Ortiz.
David Ortiz will stand in, one of the few guys not to join the hit parade so far.
Yeah, guys, he's got to be feeling a little bit like that dog that gets left out in the rain while the rest of the family's inside by the fire. I guess he's just not seeing what everyone else is.
And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike one.
Oh, that's a good fastball right there, and you had to figure that he was looking for that sinker.
And I believe they'll say he broke the plane, as yes, he did. It's ruled a strike. From the belt, kicks and deals. Can't quite get around in time to keep it fair, and it remains 0-2. He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Squared that one up just a little late. And a breaking ball in the dirt that time for a ball. First and second now, one man out. Breaking ball, and he gets him to chase it in the dirt.
You know, and this is one of the few downsides to being a guy with tremendous strength at the plate. Once you get that thing started, it's really hard to put on the brakes, and he winds up breaking the plane right here, and that's strike three.
Here's the left fielder, Hanley Ramirez. As he'll take a tough pitch on the outside part of the plate for strike one. Two down, runners at first and second. High fly ball out to deep right field. Chisenhall ranging back. Gone! So it's a three-run shot to straightaway right field. His third home run of this series as they open up an 8-5 lead.
Oh, yeah, and that's what you're paying your big horse to do out there. I think he knew he wasn't going to get a fastball right there, so he just stays back as long as he can and then just explodes right through the zone.
Your attention, please. Now
New pitcher to tell you about, and it's a guy drafted number 6 overall out of North Carolina in 2006, the 6'6" lefty Andrew Miller.
The shortstop, number 2, Xander Bogaerts.
Here's Xander Bogaerts now, as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball 1-0. Not close. It's 2-0. Oh, there it goes. In the air to left center, and you can forget about this one. Back-to-back home runs. It's a solo shot for Xander Bogaerts. His first homer here in the series as they open up a 4-run lead.
And this is what you expect when you make it to the postseason. I mean, you expect the guys that have carried you all year to keep on producing, and sure enough, he comes through again and delivers a no-doubter here.
Number 25, center fielder, Jackie Bradley.
Here's Jackie Bradley now, as he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike.
Boy, he goes right back to that same pitch that he just gave up a home run on. Put it in another dangerous location, too. Lucky he got away with that one.
He's set. Here's the 0-1. Good hard slider there, but it runs away. It's a ball and a strike.
That's what you have to do against a big sweeping slider like that. It starts in the zone, and it's probably going to finish out of the zone, so that's a good job just to lay off.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. In for a strike, and he jumps ahead 1-2 now. Now a fastball as he has to lean out of the way there.
He will definitely give you something to think about up there. There are no comfortable at-bats against this guy.
Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. So 4 runs in the inning, and they come on the strength of the 2 big flies. 6th, 7th, and 8th place hitters due up in the bottom of inning number 6. The Red Sox on top, 9-5. Leading off the inning, Lonnie Chisenhall, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Boy, they've got some work to do here, but there's still a lot of time left in this game, so just chip away, chip away.
Price sets his sights. Here's the first pitch. And a check swing here, but he clearly went around on a pitch that would have been a strike anyway. It's 0-1. Oh. 1-1.
That counts. 1-1.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Under it is the left fielder. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
Now after the 4-run inning, we'll get to see if he approaches things any differently now that he's working with the lead. You figure the approach will be similar, but that's a good job anyway of getting the first out here.
Rajai Davis steps in, working on a 1-for-2 game so far. Pitch on the way. And he takes ball 1. Hit hard to short. Gloved by Bogaerts. On to first, and there were 2 down.
We get a look there at his pitches by inning. He's at 81 now after that last pitch, so he should be good for a little while longer.
Number 30 will dig in. 1-for-2 with a double in this one. Now here's the pitch. Drilled on the ground to short. Bogarts has it. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Indians go down 1-2-3. They could use a good cup of ambition. It's 9-5. Back here in Cleveland, it's on to the 7th now in Game 2. But before we start, there's a look at our game summary to this point. Brian Shaw is on to pitch now as he'll take over to start inning number 7.
27, Brian Shaw.
Sandy Leon will be the first one to greet him here as he'll be forced to turn around and hit from the left side now.
Well, you know he's feeling good at the plate, so he's already got 2 hits in this game, looking for another one.
Now here's a slider that can't quite get back to the outside corner. It's ball 1. Swing and a miss for strike 1. And he'll fall behind now to 1-2. Bounced weakly near the plate. Perez is up with it, and the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7.
This is a pretty simple play for a catcher right here. It's a nice pitch, and it looks like he might have chopped it right down off a home plate. You can see the catcher get out of his crouch, take it on one big hop, and then just make the good strong throw to first to get him easily.
Stepping in now, number 40. As he'll take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike 1.
Yeah, and even though that's a tough one to get on top of, I think he'd say he got away with one right there. That's in too good a location when the matchup's not in your favor.
Not the greatest at-bat thus far as he misses that pitch in the dirt and falls behind 0-2 now.
Boy, when he's got that thing going good, it just takes a nosedive right at the end.
Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes. Change up, and he ain't buying it. 1-2.
Well, that's a pitch right there that you've got to lay off. You know he's going to throw it on an 0-2, and that's a good job of pitch recognition right there.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. That misses, and we're even at 2-2.
And the hope was that he would have chased one of those pitches, but now on 2-2, I don't think you fool around anymore.
1 out, nobody on. And a swing and a miss as they caught him reaching that time, and there are 2 away.
Now batting number 15.
And we should take a look at this again on Show Track. This is one of those at-bats he's not going to want to watch again because that ball's a foot outside. Not what he wants to be doing up there.
Here's the second baseman now, Dustin Pedroia.
Nope, that's a
Ball 1. Two out, nobody on. That's wide, 2-0. Too tight with that one. 3-0.
And you know, working inside is great. Even backing guys off is fine when the time's right. but you need to be careful here in the late innings when your guys are already down.
The 3-0 pitch. And a good comeback there. It's 3-1.
Yeah, a much better pitch there than the one he threw on 2-0.
This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. And indeed it will. He throws him out at first, and the side is retired. Down in order go the Red Sox, as they can't add to their 9-5 lead. Leading off the inning, Roberto Perez. And they'll need him to get something going here.
Well, you're facing a pretty big deficit in this game, so they need to start clawing their way back.
And now Boston's bullpen springs into action. A left-hander and a right-hander begin to throw. Back to work now is Price as he gets ahead to start the inning. It's strike one. Hard to believe that this man is out there for a 7th inning of work given what he's been through so far.
Just a glutton for punishment, apparently. I saw enough 3 innings ago, but apparently he's back for more.
Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball 1.
Well, it's a huge difference between being 0-2 and 1-1 as a hitter, especially against a guy like this on the mound. So that's a good job to hold up on that pitch.
That's a
Fastball close, but he didn't get it. 2-1. Price into his motion. Here's the 2-1. That's going to even up the count at 2-2. Even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. And now a pitch hit sharply on the ground. But a foul ball as it holds at 2-2. Here's the pitch on 2-2. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Waiting on it, the left fielder. And that's the first out of the inning.
And you'll see where this pitch is. It's up, but it's up far enough that he can't quite get on top of it. And he winds up lifting a lazy fly ball.
Here's Carlos Santana now, as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1.
And right now, these guys just need something to break their way. A blooper, a bunt, a hit by pitch, something to get a base runner and give that guy something else to think about out there.
A shot down the first baseline. And he'll take this to the bag himself, and there are 2 away now.
Well, I think he got away with one right there. I mean, this is a fastball right down the middle. And he just smokes this ball, too. But unfortunately, he hits it right at someone. So it becomes a fairly easy out.
Jason Kipnis gets another crack right here. He's got a hit in 3 tries to this point. And that's in there for strike 1.
2 quick outs in the inning. This hitter's job is to work the count, get on base, and give his middle-of-the-order hitters a chance in this inning.
A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch. That's inside and low. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. Fastball here misses low, and it's back to even now at 2-2.
And this guy won't lay down here because there's 2 outs and nobody on. He's putting up a good fight.
He's ready with the 2-2 pitch. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Left fielder has a beat on it, and that ends the inning. Down in order go the Tribe. They could use a good cup of ambition. It's 9-5. Brock Holt comes to the plate, and he'll start us off in the 8th.
And he's already been on base 3 times in this ballgame, so let's see if he can do it one more time.
He slaps that one away, and the count will be 0-1. Comes set with the 0-1. And boy, this at-bat is not starting off well as he's behind 0-2 now.
Well, that's where that cutter's most effective, right in on the hands.
Two quick strikes, and now the 0-2. This is popped up. Lindor is there for it, makes the play, 1 away.
Now batting.
Sometimes we use the phrase runs coming at a premium, but it's fair to say that none of us will be saying that tonight as we check out our line score. Neither pitching staff has really even showed up. Digging in, Mookie Betts. He scored after reaching on a walk in his first at-bat. Now the pitch. In there, strike 1. Really a good job so far by this guy out of the bullpen.
Yeah, he's come in and really put his stamp on this game. Throwing a lot of strikes. That's what you want.
Bases are empty, 1 man out.
That's a ball.
And he watches one dip low and inside for a ball, 1-1. Even at a ball and a strike, here's the pitch. Line to the right side, and that's in for his second hit of the afternoon.
Oh, and it makes such a difference when that pitch is up a little bit. It's not a bad pitch, really. It's on the outside corner, but that slider so much easier to handle when it's belt high or higher, and he's able to just hit it hard the other way.
And prior to the first pitch, he'll look to first. And a dive, but he's back. Here comes the DH now, David Ortiz. And that misses, ball 1. A look here at the hits per side here in the late going. Runner at first here, 1 man out. Downstairs, 2 balls and no strikes.
Well, 2 very good takes here. You can see they're trying to get him to hit something on the ground, but he's going to make him bring something up.
Now a cut fastball finds the target, 2-1.
Yeah, showing no fear there. He put the pitch right at the letters away, but that guy didn't want any part of it.
He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
Well, this is a good fastball spot for him now, and keep in mind, he's got a big hole on that right side of the infield.
And, oh, that should have been ball 4 there, but it's a called strike, and that runs things full at 3-2.
That's a borderline strike right there. And I think that he had one step out of the batter's box headed towards first already.
Now here's a swing, and this is hit well down the line in right. This ball has a chance, and it is gone. A home run. David Ortiz, a 2-run home run. His second home run of the series, as it's now a 6-run ball game.
You know, sometimes it can be all or nothing with this guy. He'll strike out in bunches, but when he connects, he can do a whole lot of damage, and he makes him pay right here.
Zach McAllister will come on now in a mop-up role as he'll just try and keep this deficit from growing any larger.
McAllister.
Hanley Ramirez will stand in again as we flash you back here to inning number 6. This was his 3-run home run that's really been the key blow to this point in the ball game. Here's the pitch. And he'll start in with a fastball that misses down and away for a ball. 1-0. One out, nobody on. Lays off a fastball that doesn't miss by much, and it's 2-0.
When you're down by 6 on the mound, you got to at least throw strikes here.
Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Unable to get the bat around in time, and the count evens at 2-2. And again, he's unable to keep it fair, but he's putting together quite a battle at the plate. A 2-2 count. Here's the pitch. Gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here. 2-2 count. Here it comes. Now a ball that's reached for and flared out to no man's land behind first. And that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit.
Well, sometimes when it rains, it pours. I mean, this ball's not hit all that well. It's just a simple little soft liner, but you couldn't drop that ball in a better spot, and he picks up a base hit.
Here's Xander Bogaerts now, as he swings and hits this one foul off to the right and out of play. Fastball called for strike 2.
And that's about where he'll sit with that fastball, 93, 94. And that's plenty hard enough to blow it by guys when you need to.
Oh, 0-2 count. Here's the pitch. And he'll just waste one there. 1-2. The ball flying around the yard in this one, as you see so far there. Runners on first with 1 down. Now a ball grounded to short. This could be 2. Kipnis on to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. So 2 runs on 3 hits, including the home run. No errors and no one left on base. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming up. It's the Red Sox 11 and the Indians 5. Koji Uehara will come in now working with a huge lead, so he'll just look to get some work in here. Francisco Lindor will be the first one to greet him here, as he'll be forced to turn around and hit from the left side now.
When you're 0 for 3 in a game already, I think you're really happy to see a new pitcher in this ballgame. Maybe something will change for him.
Hit in the air to right field. Betts on the run, but he won't get to it, and this should put a man in scoring position to start the inning. And he'll get in there standing up with a leadoff double.
Yeah, real good extension on the swing that time as he goes out and gets that ball. You'll see the right fielder's got no shot at this one as it's over his head and one hops the wall out there. That's going to allow him to coast into second with an easy double.
Here's Mike Napoli now. As he takes a cold strike at the knees, it's 0-1. Uehara pauses. Here's the 0-1. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. That's in there on the outer half. 1-2 now.
Very patient here to start the at-bat. Maybe even a little too patient because now he's down 1-2.
Yeah, and I don't think he's going to get anything better than that to hit.
Ready with the 1-2. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. All even at 2-2. Here it is. This is line to left. Lays himself out and makes a spectacular catch.
Wow, tough play.
And he's safe.
You know, it's always a danger as an outfielder when you try to make a play like this. You worry about that wrist because sometimes you can get it tucked under when you hit the ground and you can twist it up pretty good or maybe even break it. But here, not only does he come away unhurt, but he also comes away with the baseball.
Into the box now, Jose Ramirez. Drilled right back up the middle. He gets dirty, but he can't make the play. It's a base hit. And the runner from third crosses the plate.
Well, apparently, they still got a pulse here. A run is in to score on the base hit, and now, with another hit or two, they could really make this interesting.
Lonnie Chisenhall will stand in to keep things going. And I don't know, Steve, is the comeback on?
Well, at the very least, I like that they're showing some character out there. You never want to go down without a fight, so they're going to make these final at-bats count.
And he throws the fastball by him here, 0-1. High pop-up. Holt is there for it. And he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
Oh, man, would he like to have that swing back. I mean, he just missed hammering this ball, but just got underneath it a little bit. He's not going to be happy about that one because even he thought he was right on it.
Rajai Davis will step in. A ground out victim as last time.
Yeah, ground out last time, but you know, with his speed, that's kind of a big part of the way he plays the game. Put the ball on the ground and force the defense to make a clean, quick play on him, because if they don't, he's safe.
He waits. Now the pitch. And this pitch is right down the middle, strike one. Before the 0-1, he'll check on first. Runner's back. Here's the 0-1. Barely able to make contact. Down 0-2 now. A runner on first with 2 away. And he missed with it. It's 1-2. Ripped down the first base line. Oh, what a stop on the slide. Nice snag, but no chance to get an out, so there'll be runners at first and second. So definite problems on that last play, and they'll hit the first baseman for the error. Number 30 steps in now. Becomes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Lifted in the air to center field. Bradley on the move, and the inning is over. 2 hits in the inning lead to a run for Cleveland. Game 2 heads to the 9th inning. The Red Sox lead it 11-6. And welcome back to Major League Baseball on the show from Progressive Field in Cleveland, Ohio. Dan Otero come on now to start the 9th inning as he looks to keep this deficit right where it is for the bottom of the 9th.
Otero.
Jackie Bradley Jr. struggling so far in this one. He'll look to erase his 0-for-4 ball game with a base hit right here.
Oh, man, it's never fun to go over, but let's see if he can find a way to climb out of it.
Bottom 3 in the batting order here as the first pitch misses to the number 7 hitter. It's ball 1.
Yeah, hard to believe that's not a strike. I don't know exactly where that would have missed.
That one's going to find the seats. Strike 1. Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. Pulled toward right center field. Chisenhall moves over, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
And with all the runs that have scored tonight, you'd think that ball would have had some carry to it. I don't think he got that one flush, though.
Sandy Leon strides in, grounded out his last time through. He'll start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball 1. Swing and a miss. Little too anxious there. 1-1.
And that's where he's at his best. When he gets that sinker running away, he's tough to hit.
Right side. Oh, look at the sliding stop. Not in time.
Oh, man, that would have been awesome.
Nearly a highlight reel play, but they'll have a runner on here with 1 away. Cody Allen will take over now with 1 away in the top of inning number 9.
Cody Allen.
In now, number 40, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1.
And, you know, if you're going to challenge a guy up in the zone with a fastball, why not do it on the first pitch? A lot of times he's going to be taken anyway, and you just bought yourself a strike that you can now throw anything off of.
Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. And now a curveball as he's got to lean out of the way. That one nearly got him. Allen sets. Here it is on 2-1. And this is on the inside edge, perhaps off the inside edge, but it's a called strike. 2-2 now.
A little conviction behind that fastball.
Runner at first here, one man out. And this misses, so that'll fill the count at 3-2. Waiting next is Dustin Pedroia. Good swing just a little early, and he'll see another payoff pitch. Tough curveball that time, but he's able to make a little contact to keep this at-bat going. Runners on first with one down. And he finally wins the battle as this is swung on and missed for the second out.
And he was really late on this one. I mean, really late. You can see where the baseball is by the time he gets the barrel through. I mean, it's darn near in the catcher's glove already. That tells me he was probably looking for something else.
Here's the second baseman now, Dustin Pedroia, as he'll look at a fastball too high for ball one. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike.
Yeah, that finds a zone, but some of these pitches are getting a little too much elevation. That could come back to bite him.
Here's the 1-1 delivery. Down low, 2 balls and a strike. Now a ball lifted high in the air towards shallow right center field. Chisenhall over to his right, makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. 1 left for the Red Sox, and it's still an 11-6 ball game. Fernando Abad will come in and pitch now.
For the Red Sox, number 58, Fernando Abad.
Roberto Perez will stand in to start off the ninth here with his guys in danger of going down 2-0 if they can't rally.
Roberto Perez.
First pitch misses here to the leadoff man in the inning. The number 9 hitter in the lineup. It's ball 1. That's inside. 2-0. Grounded to short. To his right, Bogarts. Throw to first is in time for the first out.
Boy, and on 2-0, if that pitch isn't right where you want it, you got to let it go. You still have the count in your favor at 2-1. Here he goes after a pitch that, although it was a strike, that's a pitcher's strike. That's not the pitch you want to hit, and all he can do is hit an easy grounder.
Here's Carlos Santana now, as he will take a look at a fastball in there as that strike zone expands just a little. It's 0-1.
Well, these guys sure have been doing a lot of moaning and groaning tonight. He did not like that call at all.
The windup and the 0-1. Off the plate and in. It's a ball and a strike.
Well, that's a pretty good spot to try and lock him up inside, but he can turn on that location if that's out over the plate.
1 out, nobody on. Fastball close, but he didn't get it. 2-1. Fastball is looked at for strike 2. A pretty dangerous spot for that one.
I don't think it was by design. It's one thing to miss your spots out of the zone, but when you miss in the zone, especially up, that's when you tend to get hurt.
Tap fouled at home plate. Bases are empty, 1 man out. A little late on the fastball, but he's able to spoil that one off, and he'll get another chance. Ready on 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here it comes. Fooled him a bit as this is hit high in the air towards right center and shallow. Betts is there, and there are 2 men gone now.
With the big lead, he can afford to take a few chances with that fastball. And here, this one works out for him because this is nothing more than an easy fly ball.
And is the second baseman, Jason Kipnis. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low, it's ball 1. The win would belong to David Price if the lead holds up. This is fought off foul over to the right side. It's a ball and a strike. 2 out, nobody on. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. All even now, 2-2. This one misses, and that'll fill the count here. 3-2 with 2 away. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Fights off another pitch and hits it foul right at the plate. Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. Grounded foul down the line, so he'll tee it up again. Making him work out there. The 9th pitch of the at-bat coming up. That's lifted the other way out to left. And he'll put this one away, and the Red Sox will take a 2-0 lead back home for Game 3 as this one is over.
And you know what? I don't care who you're playing. It's never easy to go out on the road and win any game. So that was a great effort by them in every phase of the game.
And guys, if you're going to be successful in the postseason, as you know, you need players coming up big, and this guy certainly did that. He's our top player of the game.
And obviously, every game is so important in the postseason, but this was one they definitely needed, and he came up with a huge performance here.
So that just about does it. For EK, Psycho, and the crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, get those smartphones and tablets out and head over to theshownation.com. The Red Sox win it 11-6. Good night from Cleveland.
The final line score for our ball game tonight for the victorious Boston Red Sox: 11 runs, 16 hits, 2 errors. They left 9 runners on base. For Cleveland, 6 runs, 9 hits, no errors. They left 5 men on base. The winning pitcher is David Price. The loss goes to Jeff Manship. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 56 minutes. Tonight's paid attendance at Progressive Field, 43,345. The Indians thank you for your continued support and remind you, please drive home safely. Thank you and good night.